I just connected in, where the fuck was I? In Atlanta. And I saw this woman walking by, and she had on a Falcons hat. And I was like, you know what? Good for her. There's a real fan still wearing the Atlanta shit, right? And it was a red hat. But then I also noticed that she was wearing red sneakers. You know what I mean? And then she was also African American. And I just assumed she didn't give a fuck. I learned that from Patrice ONeil. The first time I saw him with like an Islanders hat on, right? I was like, oh, fuck, man, you like the Islanders? He was like, what? I go, you like the Islanders? And he took off his hat and looked at it. He goes, nah, man, I don't give a shit. He goes, I just like the colors. He had these pair of fucking Islanders colored sneakers on. He told me, he's like, Bill, black people don't give a fuck about, I mean, I'm not saying generally, Here we go, the white guy. I got to fucking make sure I fucking say this correctly. He was saying, generally speaking, we wear this shit because of colors. It's not, And he joked. He just fucking, he trashed me all the fucking time. So anyway, so I looked at her and I did that Patrice conversation just popped into my fucking head and I was just like, she probably just needed a hat to go with those fucking shoes. As opposed to white people, we wear the same fucking hat forever. It's all frayed and shit. Walking around with your cargo pants and your flip-flops. I don't think I'll ever get over fucking Northern Florida. I know I've heard a zillion jokes about it, but Jesus fucking Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. There are some characters out there. And what's amazing is it's absolutely gorgeous. And then there's people with like beautiful homes and money. But they're I swear to God, is it me? There's no middle class. It's like when you go to a third world country, it's just like there's just fucking people living in this crazy poverty. And then there'll just be this mansion. I don't know. Anyway, well, probably didn't help that I fucking went to the Daytona 500. Bunch of yahoos like me. And by the way, I fit right in. I fucking fit right in. I'm I don't know. I should be more white collar, but due to some financial reasons, I had a very fucking, I'm pretty much, put it this way. It wasn't until I hung out with a bunch of Patrice stories here. I wasn't until I hung out with Patrice that I realized that macaroni and cheese wasn't a main dish. We used to have all of that shit. Macaroni and cheese with toast was a meal. And I fucking loved it. Get half a tray, just scooping that shit out was the craft. I've talked to you guys about this. Chicken a la king on toast. Chipped beef on toast. I fucking hated that shit. Chicken a la king was also gross. Those are, your mother's fucking working. She comes home. She's got 90 kids. Opens up a couple of cans, throws it in a pot, and makes some toast. Yeah, eat it up, you fucking animals. Anyways, Chef Boyardee. When I think back, and this is we didn't know anything about fucking nutrition back then. We weren't never really big on the TV dinners, and I remember I used to ask my mother to get them. I think there was something, I don't know what the fuck it was called, Hungry Jack's or some shit. Something had Jack in it. It sounded manly. The commercial was all, big chunks of turkey with gravy and mashed potatoes. And I was sitting there going, that looks fucking delicious. I don't know. We just we didn't cross that line with the fast food. I remember steakums. Those were my favorites. I would be sitting, not paying attention in the last 3 periods of school when I was in middle school, junior high, whatever the fuck you call it, just thinking about the steakum that I was going to make when I got home. That's all I gave up. That was a game changer. Kid from the 70s, 80s, you came home, your parents weren't home, right? Latchkey kid. You come home. The game changer was when you went from making something just room temperature or cold to actually getting the next level. It's like moving up in like, Army ranks or Scientology or whatever, where you get to a new level of security clearance. Okay, you can use the fucking frying pan. And all of a sudden you had a fucking hot meal. I used to cook those fuckers up, put them on white bread, and then you had to eat it real quick because the grease, there was so much fucking grease from whatever cut of meat. Was it squirrel? I didn't know what the fuck it was. It was such a shit cut of meat that the grease would just be coming through the bread. It was fucking gross. Plus, you put ketchup on it and shit. Sorry if I'm grossing you out. Let me get off this subject.